Married to Medicine star Dr. Simone's husband comes clean after fans spot him posing in Freaknik documentary. Married to Medicine fans have long considered Cecil Whitmore a fun time, but now they have proof of just how wild his party days might have been. The husband of cast member Dr. Simone Whitmore was exposed, so to speak, when viewers noticed his cameo in Hulu's new Freaknik, the Wildest Story Never Told documentary. The project chronicles how the event grew from its humble beginnings as an annual HBCU picnic that began in 1983 to a citywide party held throughout the mid-1990s, as well as its cultural impact and lasting legacy. Cecil appears as a photograph of him and two friends is shown in the film. "Mr. Cecil, is this you down at Freaknik?" asked an ex-user on March 21, the day the series premiered on the streaming network. The former IT executive confirmed it was he the fans saw. "You got me. This is the OG Freaknik before the 90s for the record. At Eugenia Harisl and I are working on our podcast, we will talk about it," he wrote. The photo in question was snapped at the 1988 cookout, which, at that time, was still centered on students. He would later clarify that the podcast would not be about Freaknik but all sorts of life moments. At this time, plans to launch the podcast have not been finalized, as both Cecil and fellow castmate Dr. Eugene Harris, husband of Toya Bush Harris, are brainstorming on how to stand out in the saturated industry. Still, as the image became a fun talking point amongst viewers, Cecil posted, "Since at Mob's World busted me out in the Freaknik on Hulu, here is the next year 1989 with my brother at Golfer 25. The photo showed David Whitmore, his wife, and Cecil all smiling, with throngs of others behind them fraternizing at the cookout. None of the salacious activities that most people know Freaknik for are captured in the memory." Cecil also shared two additional photos not included in the series in an Instagram post where he again emphasized that his Freaknik partying was before the craziness. "You are officially the coolest husband in Bravo history," wrote one user. Several others inquired about the unnamed woman's identity, though an answer has yet to be provided. However, it did not take long for people to begin asking about Dr. Simone, who is also shown cozied up with Cecil in the third image. "I didn't know Simone at this Freaknik. But we hung out at the next one," wrote her husband of 27 years in reaction to questions about his cameo. The Spelman alumna provided further context about her attendance when she posted the same picture of her and the Morehouse alum at the event in 1989. According to the medical professional, "It was the last year I attended Freaknik. At Cecil Whit made the most out of all of his Freaknik years." One commenter joked, "Auntie was at Freaknik doing the Tootsie Roll for Cecil." While another wrote, "So you stopped before it got real bad, I bet it was so much fun."